Finally, I'm back, you guys. I know it's been super long since I last made a tutorial. This is not like the usual tutorials I make, which is Rockstar Editor videos. Today I'm just going to be showing you guys on sort of how you would download all the mods that you need to make GTA 5 machinimas. Of course, there are other alternative sort of mods you could use. These are the most used mods that most machinima creators tend to use when making GTA 5 machinima, such as Menyoo or Scene Director or the Lift Movement, which I will be showing on how you guys install those three mods. The thing about GTA 5 modding is that usually I believe that there are three types of different mods. There are replace mods, and replace mods are mods that replace things or replace textures or replace vehicles that are already in the game. The thing about replace mods is that if you want to play GTA Online, you would have to go back and put the original vehicle back and get rid of the modded file. Say if you want to download like a BMW car, right, and you want to replace the let's say the elegy, that means you'll be pretty much installing the BMW vehicle and getting rid of the elegy. But the thing about doing that with replace mods is that you cannot go back into GTA Online as easy as you would like to. That's why I usually never tend to use replace mods. I always use add-on mods. Now, but the thing about add-on mods is that they are a little bit harder to install, but with the recent OIV thing, some mods you actually use. Usually you would see the OIV thing go with certain vehicles. The thing about OIV is that it's super easy to install these mods. Onto the second sort of mod. Of course, yeah, add-on mods. Add-on mods are very easy. They're not. It can go either one or two ways. It can either be very hard to install or very easy. Not every mod has an OIV sort of thing, and I'll show you guys on how to install OIV mods in a second as well. Yeah, not every mod has OIV, so some mods have it, some mods don't. And onto the third type of mod, which is pretty much scripts. Scripts would go along with Menyoo and Scene Director, which is pretty much menus that are added inside of the game. They're not that very hard to install. But anyways, for the first type of mod I will be showing you guys on how to install is the Menyoo. This is probably one of the most popular sort of PC and GTA 5 mods that you could have. For the sake of this tutorial, I uninstalled all my mods and put them away in a folder so I can reinstall them later. But just for the sake of the tutorial, I uninstalled all my mods. So pretty much we're going to be starting fresh and new. You don't have to make an account with 5 mods. I just did, so I'm able to bookmark certain mods, which I love to do. Pretty much you're always going to want to hit download, and sometimes people, they don't know how to install the mods. Most of the times they are a good mod creator, they will leave a tutorial file inside of the mod, sort of inside of the mods file. But pretty much when you're downloading, just finish up like downloading, you're going to open it. Of course, go to WinRAR. If you don't have WinRAR, I highly recommend you get this. Usually almost everybody has this program, but not everybody has it, of course. But now, when you're downloading GTA 5 mods, it can go one or two ways. You can also use the documents file, which comes with your computer. To access the GTA 5 files, I believe you go to this PC and go wherever your Steam is downloaded to. I installed mine on New Volume E. And then pretty much you're going to want to go to your Steam library, and then Steam apps, and then common. And then usually this is where your installed games will be. Of course, it could be different for you, and then pretty much I'm just gonna hit Grand Theft Auto 5. Instead of doing all this, you could also use a way better alternative, which is OpenIV. OpenIV is a dedicated program to installing GTA 4 and 5 mods. They also do a few other games made by Rockstar, but I mainly use it just for GTA 5. Of course, the thing about OIV mods, which I discussed earlier, is that you're gonna want to use OpenIV to install OIV mods. Yeah, before you get these mods, I highly recommend you download WinRAR. So pretty much when you open up the mod file in WinRAR, you're going to have these 3 files. And of course, most mod creators will leave a README file, or if you don't know how to use it or install it, leave a sort of set of keys that you could use to start the mod when you start the game. They usually leave how to install instructions, but since Menyoo is so simple, it'll tell you right here. But instead of actually reading, I'm just going to be showing you guys through video, of course. So pretty much the Menyoo ASI, it's really simple. We're going to be drop Menyoo ASI. You can drop it in either one, the documents or through OpenIV. It's the same exact thing. You're always going to want to hit edit mode. Make sure you're on edit mode so you can make changes. And then pretty much you're going to drop Menyoo ASI inside of GTA 5. And then now it should be there. This is what's going to be used to actually start the mod up where you're playing inside the game. As you can see, when I dropped it in there, it went in here as well, Menyoo ASI. You're going to do the same thing with Menyoo stuff. You're going to take the folder, but the thing about OpenIV, you can't drop whole folders inside of it, so that's why I usually keep the documents folder open as well. You're going to drop Menyoo stuff inside of here, just drop it anywhere, just boom. And then now you can see Menyoo stuff is now in here. Now it's that simple. Now you have the Menyoo script installed. If you want to use it while you're in game, I believe it's F8 on your keyboard to use it. And now we're going to move on to the next mod. And then now we're going to go to Scene Director. Scene Director is not that much complicated either when it comes to installing. You're just going to hit download. The links to these mods will be in the description, so you guys can easily just click on them and get right to it. Now I'm going to hit where it went to download at. I'm going to close this, back out of this, minus out of that. WinRAR, no one wants to buy it. So now you're going to see a whole bunch of stuff right here through your WinRAR. If you guys do get confused, please leave a comment down. I can try my best to help you. But when it comes to helping me, you got to give me more information. You got to give me if there's any problems with your computer, or just something like that, because you can't just give me a little bit of information just to help you based off of what. So pretty much you're going to have multiple files right here. Again, some have a readme file right here. It says readme. I could tell you with most of the thing. Usually this one, it'll tell you like how to use it, what you can do with it, how to install it. I'm just gonna be showing you guys how to install it through here. So same thing with the scene director. Since it does include a folder, you're gonna want to drop it through the documents, or your documents folder. If you're gonna be modding GTA 5 a lot, I highly recommend you just go and say you're back at Scene Library. You're gonna go to Common and then go to the Photo 5. I highly recommend you right click on it and pin it to quick access. That's why I did here, because I usually mod a lot on here and I didn't feel like going through all of that. So as soon as I want to click GTA 5, boom, I'm instantly there. Of course, now you have your scene director folder installed. You don't have to install the readme. The INI, the ASI, the animation text, the install, the sheet right here, the text, the scene director lights, and the scene director synced animations. What you're gonna do is you're gonna hit on this and then hold shift on your keyboard and then click on the last one, so you can highlight all of these, and then you can pretty much just drag and drop them through here, OpenIV or documents folder, it doesn't matter which one. So now those are now all installed. They should all be here, and I believe to activate scene director, I believe it's F10. But so right now we're on the third category of modding, which I told you guys about earlier, which is scripting. Scripting, it doesn't take a lot of work to install scripts, but again, I could show you guys how to use add-on mods or OIV mods, whichever ones, but I would not be showing how to do replace, because I personally don't recommend it. If you want to find how to replace mods, you can find another video on it, but personally I do not need it. If you guys want a dedicated tutorial on that, I could show you guys how to do it. Also on graphics mods as well, but most graphics mods nowadays come with OIV, so it's not really hard to install them. Lip movement. A lot of people got confused with Jedi Josh, believing the mod did not work anymore, and a lot of people criticized him in the comments for saying how could he abandon this mod. I figured out how to install it. You do not install it with OIV, you actually install it with the documents folder. What pretty much we're going to do is just hit the download button, let that download, and then going to open up this file. And now when you're on the WinRAR file, for where it's now installed at, you're going to see two files right here, DLL and INI. The thing about INI files is sometimes in certain mods, most INI files include how to what keybinds are used to activate the mod. To actually hold down this mod to actually have your lips move, you hold J. I just kept it to J because I had no problem with it. If you want to make it another key, you could do that, but again, try making it a key that you never use so don't interfere with anything else. So pretty much you're going to have these two folders right here, and then now sometimes you'll see on other mod tutorials, you'll see they have a script file, and that's pretty much what we're going to do here. We're going to open up, right click on here, make a new folder, and just name it scripts. Yeah, it doesn't have to be completely worded exactly like I have it. Now you have a new empty folder named scripts. What we're going to do is drag and drop these two into that scripts folder. Then you can back up. So another piece I forgot to tell you guys when installing the Jedi Josh lip movement mod, you're also going to need the community ScriptHook. So I'm just going to show you guys how to download that real quick. And this is to make sure the mod, this is actually to have the mod actually work in the game, because I was showing you guys just now that the mods actually work, and I forgot to show you guys this, and I almost didn't, but I figured I'd just do it as well. So what we're going to do is pretty much go to community ScriptHook and hit download. It's going to take you to this website, and you're going to head on to ScriptHookv.net zip. Going to download this, let that download, and then pretty much what we're going to do is we're going to take these three right here, and you can just drop it in through the GTA 5 documents folder. Now since we have most of our script mods installed, what we're going to do is it's going to tell you about the install plugin for GTA 5. This is really important. You're really going to need this. You're going to go to Tools and then click on ASI Manager. The OpenIV ASI and the ASI Loader are pretty much these two mods is what allows you to play GTA 5 with mod. If you don't have these two installed, it'll pretty much, your GTA 5 will play as normal. It won't have your mods. You will be able to go into GTA Online though. So if you were to install, let's say I wanted to install that, it's pretty much what you're going to want to do. You're going to want to install all three of these. This is open camera. This is what gives you this is what gets rid of the red circle and the Rockstar editor, which you're really going to need. But before, I know I should have done this back at the start of the tutorial, but what you're also going to want to do for any of these mods to even work as well is download ScriptHook. This is pretty much what is also going to enable your mods, and this will also say if you want to hop into GTA Online but you have mods installed and you try to switch characters into your online character, this will instantly make you stop, and then it'll tell you cannot play GTA Online because you have mods. So this pretty much sort of protects you from accidentally going into GTA Online, which I never had happen to me. I never accidentally hit go into GTA Online, but this for sure stops you from going into GTA Online, so you should be safe. So now we're gonna go to where this is installed. But now we're gonna click here, open this up, go to WinRAR. Again, I should have showed you guys this at the beginning of the tutorial. So pretty much with ScriptHook is gonna come with 3 of these files. You don't need this, you don't need the README, that's the tutorial. And you're going to click on bin. Input 8 is you're really gonna need that. Native Trainer ASI, you do not need that because it's a mod. It's pretty much a script mod itself. You're not gonna need that. It's the most basic of the basic. It's like the first GTA 5 script mod, I believe. I don't remember. But the 2 main important files you're gonna need here is Input 8 and ScriptHook V. So pretty much we're gonna do the same thing as the other mods. You don't have to put it inside the scripts folder. You can just drag it over here. And the same thing with Input 8. You're gonna drag it over here. And yeah, I already have one, so I'm gonna just replace it. When GTA 5 updates, say it gets like recently you got the nightclub DLC. The thing when GTA 5 gets updates is you gotta wait for ScriptHook V to update so it could allow the mods to be compatible with your game. Not every mod is compatible after each GTA 5 update because sometimes some mod creators have to update their mods to work with the game and its new updates. Say for example for Menyoo, since the game just updated with all the new nightclubs, usually Menyoo it could enter inside certain in-game interiors. But so far since Menyoo is not updated yet, it does not have the interiors to go into the nightclubs yet. That's gonna give it. It's gonna take a few more days. I don't know when he is going to upload it, but yeah, it's pretty easy to replace. If you want a video on that, I could upload it for you. I can make one for you. But the same thing with ScriptHook. Usually when GTA 5 updates, you must wait for ScriptHook V to update or your mods will not work. So pretty much now we have ScriptHook now installed. We're going to move on to sort of OIV mods and add-on mods. So now, before we actually install add-on mods or OIV mods, you're going to want to make a mods folder. The thing about OIV, it instantly makes you a mods folder, and you're also going to make sure you have edit mode on as well. When you have your mods folder, you're going to double click on this. These usually yours will come with no files installed in it, but I have a graphics mod currently installed, so you could just pretty much ignore these files. The thing with add-on mods or OIV mods, you don't really need these for machinimas, but this is just like an extra if you really want to do this. Like I discussed before, you can either replace cars inside the game, which makes it harder to play GTA Online, or you could just add on the cars, which takes a little bit more longer to install. But now since we have OIV files, it makes it more simple. Let's say we want to download this BMW right here. You guys should know BMWs are not my favorite cars. Now pretty much we're gonna hit the download button. Installing add-on cars used to be super more of a complicated process. Give that a minute to download. We're gonna go click on it and just go to its WinRAR file location. Close out of that. Okay, now usually it could be different with every mod. You could have multiple files or just one folder. With our mod customs, usually has one folder. What we're gonna do is click on it. It'll show you the mod installation, the README, their website, and the OIV file. Since this is a whole car add-on mod, you don't have to drag it to your desktop, or you could take it to a different location. I usually typically just drag it to my desktop location. Now that it's there, it's really easy to actually install the car. You're gonna click out of this, and now we're gonna go to OpenIV. Alright, so now since we are installing an add-on car, it will go to your mods file. Now what we're gonna do is go to Tools and go to Package Installer. The Package Installer is what installs OIV mods. So now what we're going to want to do is go to your desktop, find the OIV file. As you can see, this is the graphics mod I have right now, is Natural Vision Installer. This is the OIV file, but right here is our mod customs of BMW M4 GTS. We're going to make sure we click on that, hit open. So now what it's going to do is it's going to ask you to install, and then it's going to ask you what do you want to install to, the mods folder or the game folder. You always want to install to the mods folder. If you were to do it to the game folder, it would alter the game files and it'll make it harder to play GTA Online. But what you're going to want to do is hit the mods folder. You're always going to hit the mods folder on OIV files. Just give it a minute to install. May take a long time if it's a big mod. If it's not that big, it shouldn't take that long. See, this is not a big mod, so it's installed easily. Now what we're going to do is hit close. But the thing with add-on mods, if you add a lot of add-on mods, you're going to want to get this thing called a game config. So pretty much we're gonna I usually use the unlimited vehicles or the limitless vehicles personal save game. This was recently updated along with Nightclub DLC. So since Nightclub DLC got updated, we're gonna want to install this. Now you don't have to install this, but the thing is, if you want to get like a lot of add-on vehicles, you're going to want to get this game config. Same thing goes with add-on weapons or add-on props or anything like that. You're going to want to get a game config for that. But this right here is just for vehicles. And the thing about this mod I like is that sometimes you can alter how much traffic shows around the streets and everything like that. So now what we're gonna do is gonna hit download, and then let's pop up back to game config. Give this a second to download. But usually when you add on a lot of add-on vehicles, the stock GTA 5 game files does not work well with a lot of add-on vehicles because usually there is a limit. But this, again, game config can allow for limitless vehicles. And yeah, personal save game. Not every game config could do this. But now we're gonna open up the model or the file location. Close it to that. Back out of that. Get rid of this. So now, this isn't gonna be in with every game config, but this is usually for just this mod. Of course, you have your save game, your README, your older versions, and the GTA config. If you have a lower end computer, these letters right here, they pretty much mean how much traffic shows up. And typically I try not to go for a lot or too little. Depends on what your computer can run. So to install this mod, it takes a little bit more work. So I'm gonna try to go through it step by step. So you're gonna have your mod location right here or your WinRAR file. You're gonna click on mods. You're gonna click on update RPF, common, data, and then now you should see your stock game config right here. This is the original GTA 5s right here, and you can see when you click on it. But what we're going to do is we're going to put in our own. Make sure you do this through GTA 5 mods, update RPF, common, and data. Never do it to the original GTA 5s because that'll obviously F it up. So now we're going to open that, and which one did I have last time? Can't remember. Where's it at? I can't remember, but what we're going to do is go for 2x traffic and 2x PEDs. And then now, of course, it depends where your computer can run. So what I'm going to do is just drag this. It's going to replace this one I have right here. So here we go, drop. And then now you currently have your game config installed. It should allow more vehicles to be installed into your game. And now you should be safe. Just back out of that. Shrink this down. And then now here we go. So now that's pretty much it for OIV or add-on vehicles. Not every vehicle will have an OIV file. I just tried going for OIV vehicles because they're easiest to install. Now, I believe this should be the end of the tutorial. If you guys want any suggestions or any certain tutorials you guys want on how to install another mod, like a graphics mod, or how to use replace mods, which I don't recommend, again. But yeah, anyways, ask away in the comments if you guys have any sort of questions like that. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys found this video useful, please do share it with you guys as friends, and be sure to leave a like and subscribe to support the channel and for more videos like this. Again, if you guys want to request a tutorial on certain mods, again, just ask away in the comments. But yeah, I believe that is it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys all later.